Maya stood frozen at the gym's entrance, her heart pounding, unsure if she was brave enough to face her insecurities in a place where she didn't belong. Or so she thought. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know where you're watching from. Let's dive in. Maya stood frozen at the gym's entrance, her heart pounding, unsure if she was brave enough to face her insecurities in a place where she didn't belong, or so she thought. Maya walked into the gym, her heart pounding. It had been years since she set foot in one. After struggling for months with her health, she had finally made the decision to take charge of her life. Standing at the entrance, she was nervous, unsure, but determined. She wasn't here to impress anyone, she was here for herself. The first thing she noticed was the relentless clanging of weights, the grunts of effort, and the sleek machines lining the walls. It felt overwhelming, like she didn't belong here. She took a deep breath and headed toward the reception. "I'm here for the beginner's class," she said to the girl behind the desk, her voice trembling slightly. "Sure thing. Head over to that corner. Mark will be your trainer," the girl responded brightly, pointing toward the far side of the gym. Maya glanced over. Mark was tall, muscular, and exuded confidence. He was surrounded by a group of people, all lean and fit, laughing and chatting as they finished their workout. Maya swallowed her nerves and walked over, feeling small in comparison to the others. Mark's eyes landed on her as she approached. He gave her a once-over and raised an eyebrow. "You here for the beginner's class?" he asked, his tone casual but with an edge of skepticism. "Yes," Maya said, her voice firmer than she felt. He smirked. "All right, let's see what you've got." The class began, and Maya found herself struggling. Every movement felt like a battle. The others moved with ease, while Maya's body felt sluggish, her muscles unused to the exertion. Mark's eyes were on her, and she could feel his judgment. Every mistake she made seemed to draw his attention. "Come on, you can't be that out of shape," he barked at her after her third failed attempt to complete a set of squats. Her face flushed with embarrassment. She wasn't trying to be slow, her body just wasn't cooperating. But Mark didn't seem to care. "You're not even trying," he added loudly, drawing the attention of the others in the class. Maya felt her stomach twist. She wanted to argue, to explain that this was her first time back in a gym in years, but the words caught in her throat. She could see the looks on the faces of the other participants. Pity, embarrassment on her behalf. Some were even smirking. The class ended, and Maya hurried to the locker room, tears stinging her eyes. She felt humiliated. All her insecurities had been laid bare in front of strangers, and Mark had made sure everyone knew she didn't belong. Maya didn't return to the gym for a week. She told herself it was just a rough start, and that she would find a different gym. But no matter how hard she tried to forget, the words Mark had thrown at her haunted her. The humiliation replayed in her mind over and over. She wasn't a quitter, but this time felt different. She had gone there to heal, but instead she left feeling worse. Still, something inside her pushed back against the idea of giving up. She had faced obstacles before, and deep down, she knew she couldn't let one person's harsh judgment define her journey. So, with great effort, Maya decided to return. But this time, she wasn't going to Mark's class. On her second visit, Maya chose a different program, one that focused on personal coaching rather than group training. She worked with a different trainer who was encouraging and patient. Slowly, Maya started seeing progress. Every small victory fueled her determination. She showed up day after day, learning the exercises, pushing herself, and building her strength. But every time she passed by Mark in the gym, she could feel his eyes on her. The smug smile, the occasional comment to his friends. It was clear he still saw her as the woman who didn't belong. Months passed and Maya transformed, not just physically but mentally. She was stronger, more confident, and no longer cared what people like Mark thought. But there was still a part of her that hadn't forgotten his cruelty. One afternoon, after a particularly challenging workout, Maya sat at the gym's juice bar, cooling down with a smoothie. She overheard a conversation between two of the gym's senior staff members. They were discussing the potential sale of the gym. The current owner was looking to retire, and the gym was on the market. Maya's heart skipped a beat. She had always dreamed of owning her own business, but the timing had never been right. Now, with her newfound confidence and success in her personal fitness journey, the idea sparked something deep inside her. What if she could buy the gym? Maya spent the next few weeks researching, meeting with financial advisors, and carefully planning. She learned everything she could about the business side of running a gym. It wasn't going to be easy, but she had always been a fast learner and was determined to make this happen. Months later, after countless meetings and negotiations, the papers were signed. Maya was the new owner of the gym. The first time she walked into the gym as its owner, she felt a surge of pride. This was hers. The place that once made her feel small now belonged to her, and she was determined to make it a place where no one would ever feel the way Mark had made her feel. Mark, of course, didn't know yet. He hadn't paid attention to the news about the ownership change. To him, Maya was still just another client, someone he didn't need to bother with. That afternoon, she called a staff meeting, introducing herself as the new owner. The room fell silent as she walked in. Mark's face was priceless. His smirk vanished, replaced with confusion and disbelief. Maya addressed the staff professionally, outlining her vision for the gym's future. She emphasized the importance of creating a supportive, inclusive environment. As she spoke, she caught Mark's eye. He was fidgeting, clearly uncomfortable. When the meeting ended, Maya asked Mark to stay behind. He walked over, his usual arrogance now replaced with uncertainty. "So, you're the new owner?" he asked, trying to maintain his composure. "I am," Maya replied, her voice steady. "And there are going to be some changes around here, starting with the attitude toward clients." Mark shifted uncomfortably. I didn't mean to offend anyone." "You did," Maya interrupted, her voice calm but firm. "Your behavior was unprofessional and hurtful. I came here to improve my health, and instead you made me feel like I didn't belong." Mark opened his mouth to protest, but Maya raised her hand. "I'm not here to argue. I've made my decision. You're no longer a good fit for this gym." Mark's face paled. He had never expected this. Without another word, he turned and walked out of the office. With Mark gone, Maya set to work transforming the gym. She revamped the programs, hired compassionate trainers, and made sure that every person who walked through the doors felt welcome, regardless of their fitness level. The gym became a place of empowerment, where people came to grow, both physically and mentally. Maya's journey had come full circle. The place that once represented her greatest insecurity was now a symbol of her strength. And every day, as she watched new members walk through the doors with the same nervousness she once felt, she made sure they were greeted with warmth and encouragement. Maya had taken control of her story, turning her pain into power. And in doing so, she had built something far greater than just a gym. She had created a community. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this story, don't miss the next one. Click on the video now to watch. We appreciate your support, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.